I'll get it. 79 West FIBBER McGEE speaking.
Hi, Molly, it's Dennis.
Oh?
It's Dennis Daly. I would have loved to have been on your show years ago, but the best I can do is kind of go back through history and play your shows this year. You understand how that works, don't you?
Oh, sure, I realize how those things happen.
Okay then, Molly, I better get this program put together. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Goodbye.
Who'd you say it was, Molly? Anybody we know?
Dennis, decent sort of a chap. Generous and a good neighbor.
It was one of the longest-running and best-loved shows in the history of radio. Throughout the 1930s, then through the war years, and into the 50s, Jim and Marion Jordan, as FIBBER McGee and Molly, brought a little bit of mid-America into our living rooms every week. Their radio home at 79 Wistful Vista was visited by an array of zany characters and lovable guests. Their jokes and running gags, including Fibber's famous overpacked hall closet. Dennis Daly looks at the evolution of this historic radio series in a salute to FIBBER McGee and Molly.
Hi and hello again, everybody. And during this series, we're looking at one of the most successful radio shows of all time. If you have never heard an episode of FIBBER McGee and Molly before, you have a real treat. For decades, the show made us laugh, brought us through World War II and much of the Depression, and on into the 50s and 60s. Now sit back and enjoy 2 episodes of FIBBER McGee and Molly. And if you have never heard a show called FIBBER McGee and Company, you may not understand that Molly was not around from late in 1937 through all of 1938 and into the springtime of 1939. Her absence was explained to the press as simply fatigue, but we would only find out decades later that Marion Jordan was suffering from alcoholism, a battle she fought all of her life, something that may have contributed to her far too early death. Now, 2 shows from 1938 when Fibber went it alone, but they called in a lot of very interesting characters, including using Hal Perry a lot, who would eventually become Gildersleeve, but on these 2 shows he shows up as other people. Now, 1938 and FIBBER McGee and Company.
Makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat present FIBBER McGee and Company with Jim Jordan at Fibber, Donald Novis, Billy Mills Orchestra, and our special guest for tonight, Schlepperman. The show opens with I Hit a New High. Probably have many people coming and going through your home between now and the new year. And it's important that your floors be clean and shining, protected from wear. So without delay, you should buy a can of Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat. And let this remarkable no-rubbing polish make your floors shine like new. Takes only a few minutes of your time to apply Glow Coat. Just spread the liquid lightly over the surface with a soft cloth or long-handled Glow Coat applier. Then go about your other affairs. 20 minutes later, your floor will be gleaming with a wonderful Glow Coat polish. After the Christmas festivities are over, your cleaning work will be easy. Your floors will have a bright start for the new year. Glow Coat keeps kitchen linoleum spick and span. Protects the surface of varnished and painted wood floors from scuffing feet. Makes your home more sanitary and more attractive. Ask your dealer for Johnson's Glow Coat, the no-rubbing liquid polish that never streaks or smears. GLO-COAT, Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat. If it comes to you as a shock, but tonight Fibber is not doing his Christmas shopping. It's all done. However, he's so afraid that nobody will give him the thing he really wants that he's buying it for himself. And here, squirming and elbowing his way through the mob of belated buyers at the Bon Ton department store, we find Fibber the Crowd Roars McGee.
high counter, yeah.
Boy, what a jam. I wonder. Hey, floor walker.
Yes, sir?
Where do I find the stationery?
The stationery what?
Listen, Bud, that was not a very good joke.
Oh, I know it, sir, but during the Christmas rush, we employees must take our fun where we find it.
Yeah, I suppose so. I bet if all the Christmas shoppers that ask you foolish questions were laid end to end, you could have a lot of fun with a steamroller.
Yes, or a lawnmower if they all had beards. What was it you wished to buy, sir?
A pencil, an automatic pencil.
Oh, yes, sir. You go right over here.
Excuse me, floor walker. Whom do I speak to about a card table I bought from a salesman that has wobbly legs?
Well, the old age pension clerk, fourth floor. Now then, sir, about the pencil.
Yeah.
You'll find them second aisle over.
Oh, thanks, Bud. And a Merry Christmas.
The formal answer to that, sir, is the same to you. But my heart isn't in it. Good day.
Pardon me.
Nice girl. Hey, sis, do you carry pencils at this counter?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's good. Now, I ain't a regular Christmas shopper. My shopping is all taken care of, but I do want a good automatic pencil for myself.
Why, certainly, sir. Now, here's a beautiful pencil with 6 different colored leads. It comes in a beautiful gift box.
I don't want a gift box, and I don't want a pencil with colored leads. All I want is a good, plain, automatic pencil that makes black marks on white paper. That's simple enough, ain't it?
Oh, certainly.
Yeah.
Who's it for, you little boy?
Dad, Braddock, I tell you, it's for me. This has nothing to do with Christmas.
Then why did you want it in a gift box?
Well, simply because I don't want it in a gift box. Listen, sis, how much is that black pencil in the case there?
A special for Christmas, $1. Ordinarily 75 cents.
Oh. Okay, wrap it up.
As a gift?
Yes. No, Dad, wrap it. Oh, what's the use? Yes, wrap it as a gift. And put a card in it that says, to Fibber McGee, from Fibber McGee with difficulty. Send it to me at 79 Wistful Vista.
Yes, sir, and I can promise you, sir, it will reach you in time for Christmas.
Pardon me, lady. I want to get through here.
Thanks, girl.
Shucks, these clerks are so full of Christmas, they look for antlers on dray horses. Now, let's see, which way is that?
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me where the children's toys are?
Well, that depends, Bud. If you come home late from the movie, they're usually in the middle of the floor where you can stumble over them.
A wise guy, huh? I asked a simple question, that's why.
Asking me where the children's toys are. We're standing right in the middle of the department.
Something about the soldier. There's something about the soldier. He walks along with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ticket.
Slapper man.
Hello, stranger.
What you doing here in the toy department, Slap?
Well, I'm a special salesman, Fibby, catering to the swanky trade. I was just transferred from the men's fashions.
Oh, men's fashions, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, there's something I've been meaning to find out. Suppose I wear a brown suit, brown tie, brown hat, and brown shoes. How about socks?
Put on a pair. It's considered very smart. But, Fibby, let's get down to business. My time is the limit. Fibby, would you like something today in a cheap, high-class bargain?
Nope, I got my Christmas shopping all done, Slap.
I don't agree with you.
What do you mean you don't agree with me? I guess I know when I got my shopping done, I guess.
Fibby, I hate to disillusion you, but when you meet a special salesman with my classification, you're doing some more shopping.
That's so. Oh, no, I'm not. I ain't buying another thing. I'm through.
Excuse me a minute, please.
What's that?
My safety valve. I'm a high-pressure salesman.
Well, you can't high-pressure me. I ain't buying. My shopping is all done.
Just one more thing, Fibby. Buy a nice tricycle for your little nephew. What a bargain you'll get.
I don't care if you're giving them away. I don't want a tricycle.
My. Up on the housetops. Click, click, click. And he wouldn't give his little nephew a tricycle. What are you, a Scrooge?
No, I ain't a Scrooge, but I got my Christmas shopping all done, I tell you.
A fine uncle you are, Fibby. Right now in the Yuletide, that tricycle for your little nephew would be just the thing. You ask me why? Because it's streamlined. Streamlining is from a teardrop. Whose teardrop? Your nephew's. Why? Because you'll surprise him with this beautiful tricycle. Shall I wrap it up, or am I too commercial? Which is it?
Oh, now listen, Slap, I don't want
Now look at this tricycle. There's real leather in this saddle, just like the Lone Stranger. And only 3 wheels. A Costa wagon has 4. And you save 1 wheel. It's a bargain, Fibby.
Yeah, but shucks, I'm not.
Oh, listen to the bell. Ah, it's so musical. I hate to let it go at $14.50. A tricycle with such a bell shouldn't go for less than $17.50. It's a sacrifice with a capital Z.
But I tell you, I don't want...
All right. Make it $12.50. And remember, Fibby, you talked me out of it. Not a chiseler.
Well, maybe that is a good price, but shucks, I don't want...
And only a small additional charge for delivery. And I can arrange it so you don't have to pay it.
Oh, that's swell.
You can carry it home. Do you want to pay cash, or do you want to retard prosperity? Which is it? Now, take my advice and pay cash.
Okay, Slep. Here you are.
My, what a proud nephew you'll have. Here, carry it like this, over the shoulder.
Okay. Well, so long. I got to grab a streetcar and get home. A Merry Christmas to you, Slep.
Yes, and a fancy New Year to you, Fibby.
And mutiny in the nursery from you, Mills.
Mutiny in the nursery. Mother Goose is on the loose. Her kids are swinging up. There's mutiny in the nursery and music in the nursery. Mother Goose is on the loose. You ought to hear him shout. If you could see Miss Jenny Jones, Jenny Jones, yeah, Jenny Jones. If you see Miss Jenny Jones, you'll find her swinging lively. Lazy Mary won't get up.
She won't get up.
Won't get up. Lazy Mary won't get up. She stays up too late nightly. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep, but she knows where to find them, for they all stand around the bend, wagging their tails behind them. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little jitterbugs, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little jitterbugs, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little jitterbugs, 10 little jitterbug boys, 10 little, 9 little, 8 little jitterbugs, 7 little, 6 little, 5 little jitterbugs, 4 little, 3 little, 2 little jitterbugs, 1 little jitterbug girl. Mutiny in the nursery, mutiny in the nursery. Mother Goose is on the loose, her kids are swinging up. Little Jack Horner came through the corner playing his clarinet. He stuck in his thumb and played so down Team Blue in their hot duet. Mutiny in the nursery when they all got loose. They began to yell for old Mother Goose. A goosey, goosey gander, take a tip from me. Better trot on home before you miss the jamboree. Oh, there's mutiny in the nursery. Mutiny in the nursery, yeah. Mother Goose is on the loose. Her kids are swinging up. Her kids are swinging up.
Folks, that was Mutiny in the Nursery, played by Captain Bligh Mills and sung by the Four Notes. Hey, officer, is this where I catch a car to 14th Street?
Sure it is, me bucko. You think you can get on a streetcar with that tricycle, no?
Oh, I think so. You'll admit it's easier than getting on a tricycle with a streetcar. Uh-oh, here she comes.
All aboard. Easy with that tricycle, mister. We're pretty crowded. Folks, move back in the car, please.
Okay, conductor, I'm on. Hey, this is kind of crowded, ain't it? Anybody got a gallon of olive oil we can pour over us?
What for?
Well, we might as well smell like sardines, too.
Say, conductor, would you give me a transfer?
Why, certainly, Mr. Mills. Wait till I punch it.
Ain't going to be much left of that transfer when you... Won't be much left when you get through punching it, Bud.
Yeah, I know. But I'm going to a New Year's Eve party, and I need the confetti. Here you are, sir.
Thanks.
Incidentally, Billy, where's Harpo?
Oh, he's up ahead somewhere. See, up past the fella carrying the Christmas tree.
Oh, is he the one with the green fedora standing under the words, no rubbing, no buffing on that glow coat car card?
I think so.
I'll find out. Hey, Harpo, is that you up there under that glow coat car card?
The one that says Johnson self-polishing glow coat is the easiest to use preparation for floors and linoleum because it shines as it dries and gives a beautiful polish with no rubbing or buffing.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's him, Billy. Is Don Novus aboard?
Yes, he is.
I thought so. He always rides free.
Why?
Well, no conductor can ever change a tenor. Dear, dear. Hey, can you folks give us a little more room here? Thanks. Pretty crowded, isn't it, conductor?
Yeah. But even some men standing up. All right, folks. 23rd Street, I believe. 23rd Street. Anybody want to take a chance on this being 23rd Street?
Don't you know the streets, Bud?
Too many people. I can't see out of the window. But I can guess pretty accurately.
Oh, you can? Well, where are we now?
We're just passing the brewery. Oh, no, we're not either. Stop breathing down my neck, will you, brother?
I'm sorry. Hey, somebody's standing on my left foot. Who is it? Who's standing on my foot?
Just a moment, folks. Will the person who thinks he might be standing on Mr. McGee's foot please stamp twice?
Well, maybe it's me. Say, it is me. I'm sorry, folks. I had my right foot standing on my left one.
9th Street, 9th Street. I hope. Anybody want off at 9th Street? Oh, darn it. Nobody wants off at 9th Street.
Why'd you want him to, Bud?
Well, there's a big puddle of water in the gutter at 9th Street. And I got a bet with the motorman he can't stop exactly in front of it every time.
You ought to get a job in Venice, conductor on a gondola. Hey, what do you think of the tricycle I got from my little nephew?
Say, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Hello there, Johnny.
Oh, hi, old-timer. What's so amusing?
Hey?
I says, what's so amusing?
You busted my fountain pen with one of them handlebars, Johnny, and the ink is running down and tickling my stomach.
It is, huh? Well, if it was warm enough to go without a shirt, you could pass as Little Boy Blue. Of course, if it's black ink, that joke's no good. Now, I guess it's no good even if it's blue.
That's pretty good, Johnny, but that ain't the way I heard it. The way I heard it, one feller said to the other feller, see, he says, see where a couple of our prominent citizens have been accepting medals from them foreign dictators. Well, says t'other feller, you can't blame them. They didn't know they was being decorated with a double cross. Hey, let me off here, conductor. This is as far as I go this week.
Why, that old crutch bender, what does he know about politics? I'll bet he thinks a foreign secretary is a stenographer with an accent. Oh, hi, Sil. I didn't know you were on this streetcar.
Hi, Mr. McGee, please. We get a little tricycle.
Oh, I bought that for my little nephew, Sil. Cute, ain't it?
Yes, it sure is.
Mm-hmm.
Guess he's going to be real happy with that. Mm-hmm. I've been doing my shopping, too, please.
Oh, yeah. What'd you get?
Well, sir, for Rosebud. Rosebud, that's my gal. I got a big bottle of toilet water.
Oh.
At 10 nights in a flower shop. And I got a package of bath sugar.
Hey, wait a minute. What? Bath salt, Sil.
Yes, but don't you think sugar sounds better?
Yeah, sugar is more refined. Now, what else did you get her, Sil?
A nice new dress, but I'm going to give that to her till after New Year's over.
No, I'm afraid she'll go to a party and spill something on it?
No, sir, but if she get it before Christmas, it's only going to be a week before she can complain about it being a last year's dress.
17th Street, I imagine. 17th Street, maybe.
Well, excuse me, please, Mr. McGee. I got to get off here and get busy with my needlework.
Oh, do you do needlework?
Yes, I got to sweep out a store where they sell Christmas trees. Merry Christmas, Mr. McGee. Thank you.
This tricycle is getting a little too heavy to hold. Would you folks mind moving just a little bit, please, so as I can set this tricycle down?
Ooh, please, Mr. McGee. Watch out where you put those handlebars.
Excuse me, Mrs. Uppington, I didn't see you there. I didn't know you ever rode the streetcars, Uppy.
Oh, yes, yes. One meets such quaint characters, doesn't one?
Oh, yes.
Tell me, Mr. McGee, how much should one tip the porter on a streetcar?
Tip the porter?
Yes, yes. Some man took my hat and handbag a little while ago, and he took them away in a paper bag. He said he hoped I'd had a very nice trip. Oh, he was very courteous.
Hey, listen, Uppy, there ain't any porters on a streetcar. You've been gypped out of a hat and a purse. Do you realize that?
Really? Oh, isn't that amusing?
Was there much money in the handbag?
No, Miss McGee, just a few dollars. Oh, and a Christmas check from my brother for $100.
$100? Look, do you realize that all he's got to do is forge your name on the back of that check and get the money?
Oh, now don't be upset, Mr. McGee. He couldn't do that, you know.
He couldn't?
No. He wouldn't know what name to forge, really.
Well, why not? It's made out to you, ain't it?
Of course not, silly boy. It's made out to cash.
Hey, conductor, don't forget to tell me when we get to 14th Street.
I won't, Mr. McGee. By the way, did I get your fare, sir?
Who, mine?
No, the heavy-set gentleman behind you.
Oh, I'd like to see, but I ain't got room to turn around.
I think the nickel nudger refers to me, my boy.
Oh, see. I know that voice. Horatio K. Boomer. How are you, Boomer?
Very well, thank you, Spark Plug.
I still didn't get your fare, mister.
Oh, yes, the fare. Forgetful of me, the fare. I think I have a transfer here somewhere. Let me see. Transfer.
Hey, that's my pocket.
Oh, yes, so it is. Natural mistake. Used to have a suit just like that myself. But I tore the seat of the pants one night jumping out of a friend's limousine. Let me see now. Where did I put that transfer?
You probably got absent-minded again and picked your own pocket.
If I had, I'd have caught me and made me put it back. Let me see now. Where I put that transfer. Here's a Christmas card I'm sending to the quintuplet's mother. What's that address again? Oh, yes, general delivery. Let's see. Lady's platinum wristwatch. Ah, the dear girl. And to think I shall never meet her again, if I have any luck. Let's see now. Stethoscope for listening to ball combinations. Heard one last night with a leaky ventricle. Interesting case. Needed a change and a rest. I left the change and took the rest. Yes, indeed. And a short beer. Well. Imagine that. No transfer. Oh, well, must be getting off here anyway. I'm taking potluck tonight with a small group of poker players. Good day, meatball.
So long, jailbait.
Pardon me. Listen on, folks.
Say, Fibber.
What you want, Harpo?
I wanted to ask you if you'd come over to our house tonight and play Santa Claus for my kid brother. I've got the uniform.
Well, why don't you do it?
Oh, he's laying for me because I gave him an air rifle instead of a .22 last year. He's even got skyrockets aimed up the chimney.
Oh, I see, yes. Well, what makes you think I'm more fireproof than you? Oh, not that I couldn't do it. I used to be a professional Santa Claus, Harpo, and all the kids would raise Cain if I didn't bring them candy. Candy Cane McGee, I was known as in them days. Candy Cane McGee, the kind and crafty old coot constantly calling on convenient communities with carloads of cakes, cookies, and candies for cunning cusses and covered cribs, capably comforting crying cupies with careful kindness and collections of cotton cats, and considered by cross-country consensus the King Kong of Kris Kringles from the cold crags of Colorado to the crested combers of the Caribbean.
14th Street, I believe. 14th Street, no doubt. Mr. McGee, here comes 14th Street.
All right, hold it for me, Bud, till I get off. All right, folks, now please let me get off. One side, please. Let me out, please, folks. Don't grab the tricycle, little boy. That's a good boy. Excuse me, Bud, can I get through here? Wow. Well, I'm certainly glad to get off of there. I ain't been squeezed so hard since I made out my income tax. Well, all I got to do is take the tricycle home.
Well, hello there, Fizzer. A Merry New Year's and a delightful Yuletides to you, and the same to me, thank you.
Well, how are you, Nick? Come on, walk along with me over at the house. Gee, I'm glad to get the fresh air again after riding in that streetcar.
Sure. Riding a crowded streetcars is not my ideas of a thing to do if I can avoid you. But why are you taking a streetcars when you're having a cute little velocipede you can ride yourself away with?
Oh, this velocipede that's for my little nephew, Nick. Sure had an awful time getting it home, but it's going to be worth it. You got the shopping done for all your kids?
Oh, sure. Saturday nights, I'm dressing up in the Krause Crumble red union suits. And I'm coming down the smokestacks like a stork bringing a new baby. Only I hope not. My little Demetrios is hardly waiting till Santa Claus is starting to drive his team of buffaloes through the snowdrifts.
Not buffaloes, reindeer.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Anyway, I think I'm making myself a very foolish proof Santy Kringle, which is only me traveling incognito gown. My red suit is fitting me like the wallpaper on my back.
In short, you think you'll do all right, huh?
No, Fisher. In shorts, I would freeze my knees off, I think. So you're giving your little Nep Little a velocipede?
Not Nep Little, nephew.
Well, a little is a few. How old is this kid's being, Fisher?
Oh, he's just a little tad. He's only... Well, I'll be for the... What's the matter with me, anyway?
Well, it's taking me too long to go into that now, Fisher. What do you think?
You know what I done, Nick?
Huh?
I let a high-pressure salesman sell me this tricycle for my little nephew.
Sure, I think that is a very appropriate Christmas present.
Yeah, but you don't understand, Nick. I just happened to think. I ain't even got a nephew.
That's Slapperman anyway.
Fibber will be back just a moment. But now, I think you'll be interested to know that more than 1 million new housewives have started using Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat during the past 2 years. And here's why. Glow Coat is easy to apply. Glow Coat gives linoleum and other floors a shield of bright protection, closing the cracks and pores against dirt and germs. When your kitchen linoleum is wearing a beautiful Glow Coat polish, it'll be as easy to clean as a china plate. You owe it to yourself to learn this modern labor-saving way of caring for all your floors. Glow Coat assures you less work and more play, and it earns you the reputation of being a wonderful housekeeper. Buy a can of Johnson's Glow Coat tomorrow and insist on the real thing, Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat. And remember, whenever you buy a polish for your floors, your furniture, your linoleum, or your car, you can have special confidence in all the Johnson Wax products.
Folks, in addition to thanking Mr. Sam Hearn Schlepperman for being our guest tonight, we want to extend our sincere wishes for a wonderful Christmas to all of you. You've given us the best Christmas present you possibly could by making this the biggest year that the makers of Johnson's Wax products ever had. And we hope your new year will be as bright as the floors and furniture you use your wax on. And though Molly can't be with us on the program yet, she wants me to wish you a special Merry Christmas for her. So here it is. Merry Christmas, folks, and good night.
This is Harlow Wilcox speaking for the makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat, Racine, Wisconsin, inviting you all to be with us again next Tuesday night. Good night.
Heard on this program was Mutiny in the Nursery from the production Golan Collection. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
You're listening to another in Dennis Daly's year-long series of salutes to one of the best-loved shows in the history of American radio, Fibber McGee and Molly. Now again, here's Dennis.
By the way, the fellow who played Schlepperman in that previous episode was Sam Hearn, who lived until 1964, died of a heart attack. Hearn was very active on the stage and as a writer and actor in some movies. He also appeared as Schlepperman a lot on the Jack Benny Show, and the character was eventually replaced by Artie Auerbach as playing another stereotypically New York Jewish guy called Mr. Kitzel. Now more. From 1938, the show coming out of Chicago, it would not move to Hollywood until 1939 without Molly, another Fibber McGee and Company. And listen to all the funny voices in this and the frenetic pacing in order to make up for the fact that Molly is not there.
The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat present Fibber McGee and Company with Jim Jordan as Fibber McGee, Donald Novis, the Four Notes, and Billy Mills Orchestra. The show opens with the Johnson Wax Program. The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat present Fibber McGee and Company with Jim Jordan as Fibber McGee, Donald Novis, the Four Notes, and Billy Mills Orchestra. The show opens with Anything Goes. When guests come into your home, do they admire your beautiful polished floors and furniture, or do they get a poor impression of you because your things look rather dull and dusty? If your furniture, your floors, and your woodwork are shining with a protective coat of Johnson's polishing wax, everyone will see at a glance what a good housekeeper you are. When your windowsills are wax polished, they stay clean and bright, protected from soot and dampness. And there are more than 100 other household uses for Johnson's genuine wax. For instance, if you've been bothered by dirty finger smudges showing up around the doorknob on your front door, just go over this section with a little Johnson's wax. You'll find that finger marks and dirt can be easily wiped off the wax surface. And do you know that dust can't cling to picture frames and lampshades if they're wearing a beautiful wax polish? You actually cut your cleaning work in half when you protect the things in your home with a bright shield of wax beauty. Be sure to get the real thing, Johnson's genuine wax. Don't accept cheap inferior waxes that streak and smear. Remember, Johnson's wax gives greater beauty and protection, longer wear. Fibber's been invited to a masquerade party tonight, and for a costume he thought it would be fun to wear a striped convict's uniform. And here, riding along in a taxicab on his way to the shindig, we find Fibber, lifer of the party, McGee.
Hey, driver. Yeah? Can you turn off the light over the meter? It shines in my eyes.
Well, don't look at it.
I can't help it. It fascinates me.
Why?
I never seen anything add up so fast. I think that meter's a little hyperthyroid.
Hey, do you know what you're talking about?
How much farther we gotta go?
About 80 cents up the road.
Well, step on it. I'm itching to get there. At least I'm itching. Maybe it's this rented costume they use. Hey, what was that?
What you think it was, buddy? The beat of me heart?
Sounded like a blowout to me.
No, honest?
Yes, it did, really.
Well, think of that, a blowout. I wish you would ride with me all the time, buddy, and you could tell me if we was going backwards or forward. You get out. That'll be 90 cents.
90 cents? But we're not there yet.
We're just as there as we're going to get, buddy. I ain't got a spare tire. You got to walk from here.
Oh, now listen, Bud. I can't walk no 4 miles in this convict's outfit. You know that.
90 cents.
90 cents, huh? Now, you think that's fair, Bud? After all, when I got into your cab, you as good as contracted to take me to my destination. Now, when a contract ain't fulfilled, the party of the second part is entitled...
90 cents, or do I slap you with a jack handle?
Okay. Here's $1. That gives you an extra dime. Have a shot of arsenic on me. It's a fine state of how do you do. If anybody catches me out here on the road in this thing... Oh, hey, sis, can you tell me where I can telephone for a taxi cab?
Well, now let me think. Oh, yes, Audley, there's... A convict! Help, police! Here, take my pocketbook.
I don't want you...
That's all I have.
I don't want to... Hey! I don't want this pocketbook. I ain't no convict. Oh, shucks. Dad rat luck. Why does everything have to happen to me? I could fall into a gold mine and come out with lead poisoning. Here comes a guy. I'll try him. Hey, Bud, can you tell me where I can get to...
No, Toot. Here, take my watch and my billfold.
I don't want your watch.
I know. The watch isn't very good, and there's only a couple of hundred in the wallet. That's all I've got.
Now, wait a minute, Bud. This convict's outfit is just a joke, see? Here, take your watch and your money.
Get away from me. Help, police, help.
Well, this must be a pretty ritzy neighborhood. Everybody gets stuck up so easy. Well, looks like I put my foot in it enough. Better start using my thumb. Hey, you going my way? Oh. Much obliged for stopping, Bud. I'm in a kind of a jam.
You certainly are. Get them hands up and don't make a false move.
Huh?
Look what we got here, Clarence. A con in the lab.
Keep him covered, Pussy. Get in the back seat, thank you.
Hey, what is this? A hold-up?
Is this a hold-up? This is a squad car, you Lugan.
Oh, sure.
Now climb in and keep quiet. I'll bet there's a reward for this guy, Clarence.
It'll sure come in handy. I ain't paid the last installment to Alderman Snuts for getting me on the force.
Oh, gee, quit. Oh, come on, fellas. Listen, I'm on my way to a masquerade, see? I'm Fibber McGee. If you'll call the Johnson Wax people, they'll buy...
Pipe down, you,
okay.
And get in. You can tell your bedtime stories to the lieutenant. Go ahead, Clarence.
Let me explain, will you? I'm a respectable
Don't touch him, Pussy.
That's a good idea. Get your hands up, you, while I frisk you.
Hey, quit that! I'm ticklish.
Aha! Will you look at this now? He's wearing a wristwatch and carrying a pocket watch. He's got 2 wallets and a woman's purse.
Now, listen, I can explain that. You see, I was just on my...
Calling car 87, calling car 87.
That's us.
Car 87, proceed to Bookie joint at 14th and O. If Hokey Pokey won the 5th place at Hialeah, return to station. Otherwise, arrest the proprietor and wreck the joint.
If the lieutenant don't start winning pretty soon, there won't be a bookie left in town.
Say, take that gun out of my ribs, will you? What is it, a water pistol?
No, it ain't a water pistol. Why?
I kind of felt you had the drop on me. Won't you get it, fellas? I says I...
Take funny, McGee.
Okay, Bob.
Now pipe down till we get to the station. The lieutenant will take it.
Calling all cars, calling all cars. Investigate a shooting at 13th and Maple. All cars, investigate a shooting at 13th and Maple.
Hey, this is kind of exciting, ain't it? If I didn't have to get to a party, I'd like to run...
Correction. That wasn't shooting. That was shouting for Billy Mills and the 4 Notes to play and sing changes. Stand by.
Beautiful changes in harmony. Beautiful changes in different keys. We start in C, then change to D. Just fool around, and then you'll key. What's that? Here's that minor strain. What's that? There it goes again. There are so many people that we must meet, so we're always changing the key. Beautiful changes in harmony. Beautiful changes in different keys. You start in C, then change to D. Just fool around, don't mind the key. Oh, what's that? Hear that? Oh, hear that minor string. What's that? There it is. Oh, listen, there it goes again. And there are so many people to please, so we're always changing keys. 'Cause we're always changing the key.
All the witnesses are here for theater.
Quiet in the court, please.
Quiet.
Respect the dignity of this court, please. Move that spittoon closer to the bench or two. All right. First case.
Here's an escaped convict me and Clarence picked up on the highway, Lieutenant. He tried to bum a ride, so we gave the bum a ride.
Oh, now, listen, I ain't no escaped convict. I'm just...
I suppose you're just wearing that uniform to a masquerade.
Yes, I am. Oh, come on, fellas. Just ask anybody who I am. A joke's a joke, but you're carrying this one too far. I'm not no con...
Would you want to be listening to my report now, Lieutenant?
No, later, Mulligan, later.
Okay.
What's your name?
Fibber McGee, what's yours?
Edward P. French. I was named after my... What do you care?
I don't care, but I'm getting tired of being pushed around. I think you're all just a bunch of wisecrackers looking for a bowl of soup to crumble up in.
Be quiet. Now listen, if you're not a convict, what's that number on your back for?
Oh, that's just a gag, bud. That's my anti-social security number. You see, I just put
the
that...
prisoner will confine his remarks to answering questions.
Fine jail this is. They even want to confine my remarks. Listen here, you guys, if you know what's good for me, you...
Excuse me, Lieutenant. Do you want to listen to my report? No.
No, not now, Mulligan. Later.
Okay.
Take the prisoner and lock him up, O'Toole, pending investigation on... Wait a minute. What did he have on him when he was picked up?
2 wallets, 2 watches, and a lady's pocketbook.
Oh, now listen, one of them watches is mine, and one of them wallets is mine.
Yes? Well, whose are the others?
I don't know. Some people just handed them to me and ran away.
Oh, so they just handed them to you and ran away, huh? Probably just a Christmas spirit.
Now listen, Sergeant.
I'm a lieutenant.
Oh, a shave tail, eh?
Yep.
Ow! Who kicked me?
Be more respectful, you lookin'.
Okay. Now get this straight, Captain.
Lieutenant!
Okay, if you want to refuse a promotion. But listen, Lieutenant, just because I started to a masquerade in this outfit...
Excuse me, Lieutenant. Can I make the report? No.
All right, Mulligan. Let's hear your report.
Thanks.
Oh, sure. Takes a big bore of low caliber to pull one like that. Now listen, Lieutenant, I'm FIBBER McGEE at 79 Wistful Vista. Just call up my house and ask my man Silly Watson to come down here and identify me.
I'll do that. But with all those pocketbooks and watches, your story's pretty thin.
That wouldn't look so thin if you wasn't a fathead.
Listen, you. Just for that, I'm booking you 30 days for contempt.
Oh, yeah? Well, I can't start till the 1st of March.
Why not?
Well, my agent's got me booked solid for the next 3 months. We're playing all the big metropolitan centers. We open Saturday at Cedar Rapids, Iowa, at the Iowa Theater. The best way to get there from New York, folks, is to take the Lincoln Highway through Pittsburgh.
Whack!
I got the plug in, anyway.
We'll have to lock you up. Tomorrow we'll check your fingerprints and take your picture.
Why take my picture? You got me framed already.
Be quiet! Lock him up, O'Toole.
Hey, you can't do this to me. I'll have you arrested for this.
Come on, you. Here, sign the register first. That's it. Any baggage? No, then you'll have to pay in advance.
What is this, the jail Dorf Astoria? Listen, Bud. See if you can give me a nice big double room, one that opens onto a fire escape.
Oh, sure. And would you like to leave a call for 1967?
Oh, quit kidding. I'm getting tired of this. Why don't you look me up? Why don't you verify my story? Where's your lie detector?
She's home putting the kids to bed. Well, what are you staring at me for?
Just wondering how you could be such a big mug and not have no handles.
Come along, you. And you're lucky to get in here at all, me boy. We're pretty crowded.
Oh, yeah? Convention in town?
Yep. The National Society of Firebugs.
Oh, I see. Who's the president, Orson Welles? Hey, who's that in cell 14 there? I know that guy.
Who, him? Well, that's Waxy Wilcox, the con man.
You must have read the indictment wrong, Bud. That's can, not con. Hi, Harpo.
Hi, pal. What do you think you're doing here?
Oh, they picked me up just because I was wearing a convict's uniform to a masquerade. It's a good thing I didn't go as King Tut, or they'd have stuck me under a pyramid. What'd they get you for, Harpo?
Oh, nothing. It's a bum rap, buddy. I was just selling Johnson's wax, see? I was telling the dame how she could use it on the floor, on the windowsill, and the lampshades, and the door frames, and the radio, and all the stuff like that there. And she was interested, too. And then a flatfoot comes up and nabs me for vagrancy. It's a bum rap, I tell you.
I don't know why they should pinch you, Harpo. I thought you paid protection.
No, that's wrong, Cully. I don't pay protection. I sell protection. Johnson's wax protection.
All right. Break it up, you two.
Well, I'll see you later, Harpo. Say, why don't you apply for a transfer to Alcatraz? You won't have to serve so much time out there.
Why not, pal?
Well, you save up to 1/3 on the large-size can. Well, so long, Harpo.
All right, here's your room, McGee.
Why are you so careful to keep these doors locked, Si? Are there crooks around here? Hey, this is quite a place, ain't it? Arrange a credit card for me, will you, O'Toole?
Oh, sure. Now, wait a minute till I open the window for you. Let's see now. Towels in the bathroom. The radiator turned on. I guess that's all. And listen, don't get alarmed if you hear somebody groaning across the corridor. We got a doctor over there in solitary confinement.
A doctor in solitary confinement? What's he expecting, a jail delivery? Well, look at this. This ain't a fine thing. Oh, well, I suppose I might as well make the best of it. Oh, if I had the wings of an angel or these prison walls...
Quiet down there, my little stir bug.
Oh, it's cellmate. I'm sorry, Bud. I didn't know anybody was sleeping in that upper berth. Well, if it ain't Horatio K. Boomer. Hi, Boomer.
Hello, my boy. Welcome to the Chateau de Habeas Corpus.
What they got you in here for, Boomer?
My boy, I'm the victim of an international plot. Just because I happen to have the plans of a couple of battleships in my pocket, I was unjustly accused of being a spy. Ridiculous, isn't it? Yes, it certainly is.
Why, that's just plain persecution, Boomer. You're no spy. Haven't you any credentials on you? No identification?
Why, certainly.
Well, where is it?
Let me see now. Where did I put my identification? Just a minute, my boy, while I look. Identification. Here's a couple of car keys. Was looking at a new car, but the owner came back too soon. Right in. See, a deck of cards so beautifully marked I can play solitaire with them upside down. Clipping from the Police Gazette. Pretty, isn't she? Yes, a gold toothpick, glass eye, slightly bloodshot. Check for a short beer. Well, imagine that. No identification. I wonder who I am. Excuse me, my boy, while I go look in the mirror. Wish my dear old mother were here. She'd know who I was.
I'll be lucky if that guy don't sell me to jail before I get out of here. Oh, if I had the wings of an angel...
You, Mr. McGee, is that you over there, please, sir?
Still, what are you doing here? Where are you, Still?
In room 22, please, sir, across the hall over here.
What? Then when they call up the house and you ain't there to identify me, it's going to be... Oh, now I am in a mess. What they got you in here for, Still?
Alimony.
Alimony? Why, you ain't even married.
Yes, I sure ain't.
And how can they get you for alimony?
Not alimony, Mr. McGee, alimony. We were shooting crap for money in the alley, and whoop, up come the cops, and here I is.
Now, what am I going to do?
How do you do, Mr. McGee?
Oh, hi, Uppy. Boy, am I glad to see you. Hey, what you carrying the bucket for?
Why, I was told to come down here and bail you out.
That's pretty nice of you, Uppy. But I think all you got to do is tell the lieutenant who I really am.
Oh, indeed, I shall do my best, Mr. McGee. And I shall do my best to improve conditions in this jail. Oh, it's disgusting.
Ooh, I think so, too, Uppy. I think every cell should have French windows, opening outwards.
Every cell?
Yes, bar none. Well, do what you can for me, will you, Uppy?
Oh, indeed I will, Mr. McGee. Good day.
Well, it won't be long now, Sil.
Yes, I hope not.
Shucks, I ain't got...
All right, boys, get your hacksaw blades here, files, rope ladders, jimmies, knife, flash, blow torches. Anything for you today, Johnny?
No, thanks, old-timer. Do they let you peddle that stuff in this jail?
Hey!
I said I'd like to buy some of your stuff, but I can't saw my way clear to do it just now.
That's pretty good, Johnny. But that ain't the way I heard it. The way I heard it, one feller says to the other feller, "See," says, "see where Jim Farley might run for president next term. Think he'll win?" "Well," says the other feller, "if kissing babies will help, he ought to. He's been playing post office for 6 years." What they got you in here for, Johnny? Parking too close to a payroll?
right, skeleton keys, blind pardons right off the press. Get your rope wagon.
I'll bet he thinks a padded cell is a salesman's expense account.
All right, Mr. McGee, you can go now. Some lady arranged for your release.
Oh, who? Mrs. Uppington?
I wouldn't know that. It was a society lady with a sour nose.
What do you mean, a sore nose?
Well, that's how I figured it. She had to hold her eyeglasses on a little stick.
Well, that's Mrs. Uppington, all right. Well, thanks, O'Toole. I'll see you later, Sil.
Bye, Mr. McGee.
I gotta get to that masquerade party before it's too late. Oh, boy, don't that fresh air smell good? Oh, it's wonderful to be out of that place again and free. Ah, free. Let freedom ring. Thanks, freedom. Now, if I can only get a taxi.
Well, hello there, Fizzer.
Oh, hi, Nick.
What has been the idea of wearing the fine feathers of a jailbird? Are you kidnapping a forgery or being arrested for throwing a counterfeit?
Either one, Nick. I was slapped in the jug by mistake. But if you'll excuse me now, I gotta get to a masquerade.
Oh, but Caesar, I was wanting to tell you about a book I was reading last night.
Yeah?
It was being all about the King Arthritis and his Saturday nights of the Roundhouse.
You mean King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table?
Sure. It was a long, long time ago, in the days of the WPA.
They didn't have the WPA in them days.
Oh, you're labeling under a Miss Apple Dumpling, Fizzer. It was the age of chivalry.
Never mind telling me about it, Nick. I gotta get...
Well, sir, one of the Saturday nights was being known by the name of Sir, I Used to Have a Woman.
Sir, I used to have a... You mean Sir Galahad?
Sure. He was a bright knight. He would give you the shirt off his back if he had a can opener. And then there's being another horseback rider in a tin nightgown who was calling himself Sir Dance-a-Lot. I think he was a jitterbug.
Not Dance-a-Lot, Lance-a-Lot. I know all about it, Nick. Queen Guinevere and the...
Sure, and this queen was a cute kiddo too, I'm thinking. She is always making those knights kneel down and is hitting him on the collarbone with the swords, and he is saying a swear word.
Swear word? Oh, you mean they took an oath?
Sure. I guess even a good knight is having to throw some wild oaths, Fizzer. And
I'm sorry, Nick, but I gotta get going. I can't stand
Well,
here.
sir, when Sir Gunslat is getting killed very seriously in a tournament, they are not having a village blacksmith to undress him. So they had to make the best of a bad situation. And the queen is being very sad, and when she is seeing him lying on the battlefield in his cast-iron double-breasted suits, she is saying, good night, my farewell.
Huh?
No, it was farewell, my good night. I hope you will rest in peace. So that is how... Hey, where are you going, Fizzer?
There's a cop coming. I don't want to take a chance on getting picked up again. I'm going to scram. So long, Nick. Oh, he's coming after me.
Hey, come back here. Hey.
Oh, no, you don't. I've had enough of that stuff.
Hey, wait a minute. Come back here. Hey, what's your hurry?
Don't shoot. I surrender, officer. You got me. I give up.
Oh, don't be like that. Come on.
Please, Bud. Do I have to go? Shucks, they just let me go, and I got to get to a party.
Listen, you're going with me, McGee.
Oh, have a heart, officer. I'm on my way to the masquerade.
Well, so am I.
Huh?
How do you like my cop costume?
Cop costume? Oh, sure. Oh, I get it. A cop and a convict, huh?
Yeah.
Well, come on, let's go.
Huh?
Oh, if we had the wings of an eagle.
Fibber will be back in just a moment. In the meantime, I want to say this. If you have an enamel refrigerator in your kitchen, or if you have a kitchen cabinet, a white enamel table, and painted or chromium chairs, you should waste no time in giving them all a beautiful protective polish with Johnson's Wax. This genuine wax shields the surface from scratches and stains, gives greater beauty to the things in your kitchen, makes everything more sanitary and healthful. You can wipe dust and finger marks off the gleaming wax polish as easily as you can wipe them off a platter. Johnson's Wax saves you money in the long run because it keeps the things rooms in your home new and fresh looking, so you won't have to replace them for years to come. Try some Johnson's Wax tomorrow and see how it makes your rooms glisten and gleam. When everything is wearing a shining Johnson Wax polish, your cleaning work will be very much easier. And you can take pride in the fact that your home is, to quote an old adage, as neat as wax.
All right, that was some masquerade party, folks. Lasted till 5 o'clock in the morning. Only reason I stayed, I was curious to see how some of them strapless gowns could stay up like that. Good night, folks.
This is Harlow Wilcox speaking for the makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat at Racine, Wisconsin, inviting you all to be with us again next Tuesday night. Good night.
This program comes to you from Chicago, and this is the National Broadcasting Company.
Two great shows from Fibber McGee and Molly, but without Molly. Fibber McGee and Company, 1938, during a time that Marion Jordan was off supposedly because of fatigue, but indeed she was fighting chronic alcoholism. And as Harlow Wilcox said, those shows came from Chicago.
Next time around, Dennis will continue his look at what some say was the best series in the history of old-time radio. Fibber McGee and Molly, right here.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Morrison Bridge speaking.